What is going on, YouTube? It's JPZ, PZ, JP, whatever you want to call me. Welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time at the channel, I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you leave me a like, comment, and a subscription. Totally up to you, though. I just appreciate it if you sit here and listen to me share my thoughts on Pokemon versus Palworld. Now, I'm going to start by saying that I am a massive Pokemon fan. I bought a Nintendo Switch 2 just so that I could indulge in Pokopia. However, after playing Palworld and seeing Nintendo fight them so hard in court and lose again and again and again, I think it's important that we come here, come close, come close. I think it's important that we acknowledge that Palworld is doing what Pokemon fans have been asking for the better part of the last 10 years. It is also important to make sure that there is a level of differentiation here. Pokemon and Palworld do occupy two different genres. Palworld is more of this open world survival crafting game, and Pokemon is that traditional turn-based type of game. But if you look anywhere in the news, if you're on Twitter or TikTok or Instagram or anywhere, people are constantly pitting Pokemon and Palworld against each other. And I do think that's partially Nintendo's fault for Nintendo making such a big deal and attempting to sue Pocket Pair over not even copyright of the PALs, but of the mechanic of throwing a round object to capture and contain. Now, with all of that being said, prior to Palworld being released, I was extremely excited about Pokemon Wind and Waves next year. Playing Palworld has severely limited that excitement, and I actually don't feel the same level of excitement towards Pokemon that I was feeling beforehand, because now it feels boring, it feels arbitrary, and it feels like I'm not actually accomplishing anything. Versus in Palworld, I jump in, I lose track of time. It goes from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. in a blink of an eye. Palworld has mastered the active real-time combat. Unlike the kind of feeling a little bit outdated traditional turn-based system that Pokemon utilizes, it's an absolute free-for-all in Palworld, whether you're fighting pals, whether you're fighting the Syndicate, the Free Pal Alliance, whoever it is. It feels like all-out warfare with these pals. You can dodge attacks, you can tell your pals what to do, you can let your pals get onto the aggressive front and they'll unload while you are simultaneously unloading on the pal or the person that you are fighting with. It creates that deeper, faster-paced, more higher stakes feeling of combat. Another thing that's worth mentioning here is the sheer size of the Palworld map. I've played like something like 30 hours or so, and I haven't even seen everything. And the other differentiation here is that unlike Pokemon with some of the leveling systems, I have gone to areas where I have very swiftly turned back around because the pals that I would be facing and the different types of pals, right? Fire, grass, whatever, are absolutely going to destroy me. With the sheer size of this map, you're not restricted to, you must go here to complete this, then maybe you can go here. You're instead given absolute player autonomy and freedom. You can just go wherever, do whatever. It gives you this immense sandbox freedom, right? You can scale cliffs, you can glide across the open world, you can construct these multi-story bases, which is another thing that Palworld has on Pokemon. You can customize your character, you can adjust world settings, you can make it so that it matches your preferred difficulty or the grind that you want to do. Speaking of the base, you have that deep base building and automation. So Palworld incorporates this full scale survival crafting mechanics into this gameplay. You don't just capture the creatures and then say, okay, cool, everybody lives in peace and harmony. You put them to work and you can utilize the skill set that they have. So if you have an electric based POW like Univolt, Univolt can generate electricity for your base, and they can be assigned to automated assembly lines. They can farm your crops, they can cook food, and they can manage resource generation so that you can have a functioning economy in your base while you're going out and exploring the wilderness, finding more pals, and capturing them. The cooperative and the multiplayer is also something that's fantastic and absolutely is something that needs to be mentioned. You've got this deep, robust multiplayer support, which allows groups of friends to explore a massive open shared world. Or most of the time that I've been playing it on my own. I've been in my own closed world where I don't have to worry about anybody else. But that freedom to choose how you play and to switch back and forth at any point in time during your gameplay, that's a huge strength that Palworld has. So I think it's important to say that there's a game for everybody. Pokemon versus Palworld is not something necessarily that needs to happen, but I keep seeing it. So I felt like it would be a good opportunity to say why I actually think Palworld is significantly more superior to Pokemon. I think this is what Pokemon could have been if Nintendo produced more console-like performance instead of focusing it on handheld, because even the 3DS games could have been so much more than what they were. I don't think they're ever going to be able to produce something, at least not in 2026 or in the foreseeable future, that's even close to comparable to Palworld, because Palworld is running on PC, on PS5, on Xbox, and machines with significantly more power than like a Nintendo Switch 2 has. I just don't think we'll ever see anything even comparable to Palworld in any of the Pokemon games. But what do you think? Who are you picking in a 1-to-1? Are you taking Palworld? Are you taking Pokemon? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that like button and drop a subscribe. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.